Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought I would do a little roundup of my first semester of second year. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you'll know that I go to the University of Lincoln and that I'm in my second year here. I've just entered semester B, which is the period from like January to April before exams in May. And semester A is like September to December time. So I thought I'd do a little recap about September to December, like how I was feeling, how it differed from first year, and just sort of like my overall thoughts and feelings towards that semester, because I went through a really difficult time, specifically towards the end of that semester. So I don't know, I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a chat, a bit of an insight, maybe some stuff that you didn't really know. Some of this stuff you might know because of my vlog channel, but I just thought I'd just have a little bit of a roundup really. But before I get on with it, this video we're doing like a very similar video. Me and Kyle from Two Ordinary Guys, him and his best friend like run a YouTube channel which is so sick.
Hello guys, my name is Kyle Sands and I'm a student paramedic at the University of Worcester. My videos is about documenting my journey to the ambulance service, sitting my first exam, writing my assignments, going on placements. So if you guys are interested in them videos, go and check out my channel. I'd really appreciate it, and I'm very, very fortunate to be working with Charlotte on this video. It's very exciting. Let's get on with the video.
So if you're into paramedic or you just want another student vlogger to follow, then definitely go check out their channel. I will leave it down below, and you can also check out Kyle's video because he's going to be summarising how he felt about his first semester at uni, and he's in first year as well, so it'll give you a little bit of an insight, a bit of a comparison to how it looks different from course to course and how it looks different from year to year. So yeah, go check Kyle out because he's fab and he's so lovely as well, and he's doing really well for himself. So yeah, I definitely recommend going checking him out. Right, so starting off with freshers. Freshers was great. I do really wish that I went out a lot more. I think I went out 3 nights. I went out with Megan Monday, me, Megan and Hattie went out on Wednesday, and I think I went out with my boyfriend on Thursday. It was something like that, and then I think I actually went out on, maybe I went out on Saturday as well, I don't know. I think I went out 3 nights on freshers and maybe like a couple more nights a week after. But yeah, freshers was fab. I do wish I went out more and just really embraced the fact that I had like no worries and no exams, no work to do, like nothing like that. I just wish I'd have gone out more. Not that you have to go out to have fun, but I do really enjoy a night out when I actually go. I just barely get the time to go out during the actual semester because I'm so focused on my exams or so focused on studying, coursework, things like that. I don't really want to risk failing an assignment just because I want to go out, even though I do want a social life. Like I still do lots of social things. It's just like sometimes night outs ruin the whole day, the whole following day for me if I'm hungover. So I just don't want to risk not being able to do work for a whole day, especially like mid-semester when I've got loads of assignments to do. So yeah, I do wish I went out more in freshers, but freshers was fab. I had a great time. I met so many people that watched my videos, which was insane. Like I remember Aiden was so shocked, like because just me and Aiden went out to Circle. Well, it's called Bill and Keith now, but it was called Circle last year, which is one of my favourite clubs in Lincoln. And I literally met about, I think I bumped into like 15-20 people that night, which was really crazy for me because I'm such a small YouTube channel, and like it was weird that people like in real life were like recognising me. Like I just didn't think that anyone would do that. I just felt really weird because I feel so average. And so it was great that I got to meet loads of people who support me, because honestly the people who engage with my videos and constantly are watching me literally mean so much to me, like I can't even explain. And I know loads of YouTubers and people who make videos say that, but I can't even explain like that weird feeling when people like realised, like people came up and said thank you for my videos, and like I met some other people on other nights too, but that night was specifically crazy for meeting people. So it was great that I got to meet some viewers, which is fab. Yeah, freshers was great. No, not really anything bad to say about freshers at all. The freshers fair was okay. I think we got a few freebies, but again we didn't utilise them, so that was kind of annoying. But yeah, freshers was generally okay. Second pointer is modules. So for especially in first year I had quite broad modules because we had to get the basics down. So we did like cell biology, like very basic chemistry, like molecular techniques and things, just so we had like the basics of science for when we got a bit more specific this year, and in year 3 for like forensics specifically. We didn't, don't get me wrong, we did have like some specific things like crime scene investigation or crime scene to court and things like that, but it still was quite broad. whereas this year it's sort of a bit more specific, which is great because I've been enjoying learning it a lot more. Like specifically this semester that I've just entered, like my modules I'm really happy with, like I really am enjoying learning them, like I'm quite enjoying going in to learn them, whereas last semester I sort of lost that drive and passion because I wasn't that keen on the modules I had last semester. So the ones I've just completed were molecular biology, which I found really difficult because there was just a lot of content, probably like 3-4 times the amount of content of my other modules, so it was really difficult to revise those for my exam, especially when we only had like 2 weeks off for Christmas. Then I did analytical chemistry, separation techniques, which was okay, like it's just not my favourite, like chemistry's not my favourite. And then I had professional practice, scientific experimental design, which was again alright. I did really enjoy the maths in that module. I enjoyed it, and I really think that the exam went well, but who knows, I'll find out my exam results in I think mid to end of February, so I'll let you guys know how I did on that on my vlog channel, so make sure you go subscribe to me over there. But yeah, God. But yeah, I think that went well. It was just a bit of a dull, didn't really engage that much with that module. And then I had advanced crime scene investigation, which was probably my favourite because it was the most specific to forensic science. I do understand that you need the basics to obviously like to be able to do forensics, so I completely understand the modules. It's just I wasn't engaging as much because they weren't so like focused and specific. Whereas this semester I'm doing human identification, trace evidence, professional practice, quality assurance and regulation, and analytical chemistry, structural techniques. So I'm looking forward to doing those a lot more, but obviously I'll talk to you more about those after I've completed them modules in like April, May time. But for now, yeah, I wasn't really completely into my modules last semester, so it sort of made me lose my like passion and drive for like going into uni. Not that that was the reason that stopped me going in, but I'll sort of talk about that a little bit now, I might as well. But my mental health really deteriorated last semester. I don't know what went on. I think one of the main reasons was because something happened in summer that was making me stop sleeping. So I was like constantly tired and on edge from like being so tired in the house. Like I was so scared to sleep. I was so scared to leave the house. I had like really severe social anxiety last semester because of like things that had happened to me in summer. And then for those of you that don't know, basically me and my friends got followed home one evening, which I have done a story time on my vlog channel, but after the incident had sort of like blown over a bit, but it honestly terrified us. Like I had to call the police and everything, so it really did take a turn on me, especially because I was already in like a really scared, like on edge mindset. So yeah, I struggled a lot with mental health last semester. I felt physically sick like constantly. I couldn't leave the house. I was like crying every single day. I just didn't want to leave the house, and my university is really strict on attendance, and I don't think they're like very like there's definitely departments within my university, like the student wellbeing centre are so supportive of like anxiety, and they understand the issues about like mental health. They're really good, and some of the doctors that I've been to at the uni. However, like I'm not too sure my lecturers are very supportive or understanding of mental health. Like they just think that attendance is key to like succeeding in a module or like the year or whatever, and I don't think that's the case because I work better at home, like in my own environment. When I'm calm, I get so much more work done. I'm more productive. I'm not so on edge. Like sometimes I get an overwhelming, like I have a panic attack before a lecture basically, and then I'll go to uni and then I'll feel physically sick for the whole thing and I won't concentrate at all, whereas that would never have happened if I'd have just had to sit in my room, get on with the lecture slides and then go. I get it obviously, like I need to go in for my labs and stuff because that's going to be really beneficial, and my attendance has been like obviously perfect this semester. It's only been 2 weeks, but I just found it really hard to go in when I was like suffering with really severe anxiety, and I also was diagnosed with depression in December. So essentially like I had really like strong symptoms of depression. I literally was like bed bound, like I just wouldn't leave my bed, wouldn't leave my room. I was scared to leave my house. I didn't want to be on the streets. I just didn't want to like move or leave. I was just in this really, really low headspace, and it makes me really sad thinking about it because now I feel okay. Like I'm obviously still got some of them symptoms, like depression doesn't just go in like a month, but I think starting a new year, starting afresh has done a really good thing for me. Like I feel like really like new fresh start. Like I feel like, I don't know, I'm just in a good place right now, but not like the best place, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to the doctor's next week to sort that out completely for like medication and things, and then I'll see how it goes from there. But basically my attendance wasn't the best it could have been last semester, but I still put in so much effort. Like, I can't explain to you how academic I am generally. Like, I put so much effort into work that I do, like my assignments, my online tests, like everything I do, I am like working a lot for it. Sometimes I'll have days where I'm off and do nothing, but I always want to excel. I want to do really well in what I do. So for me not to attend, and then I don't know, I'd get like an email every now and again about attendance, and it would make me even more anxious to go in because I feel like everyone knew about it, even though now I know, being rational, that that is not the case at all. Like, I don't know. Anyway, my mental health was just a bit shit, and I've started off this semester a little bit better, so hopefully it stays like this. I'm sure I'll keep you updated on my vlog channel. I literally broke down in December. I'll leave that video down below so you can see how raw it is. I'm literally like bursting out crying. I didn't know what was wrong with me because I hadn't actually been diagnosed at that point, and I just felt so low, and I was scared that I was going to feel like that forever, and that's not the case at all, obviously, because I'm just sitting here now having a normal nice chat with you guys. But I literally couldn't see a way out at all in December. Like, it makes me feel physically sick and scared that I felt that way. Like, I literally was like, oh, I'm never going to get any better. I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life. Like, I couldn't see any positives in the world. It was really bad. That was how I was feeling mental health wise last semester, and it just wasn't great. But onwards and upwards. Next thing I've put to talk about is workload, and workload for me was quite intense. Like, we had quite a lot more work to do in last semester than we did in first year. I kind of got hit by a ton of bricks a little bit, but I still survived, so it's not so extreme that you can't do it, if you know what I mean. Like, I just had a few more bits and bobs to do. Like, it was a bit more constant and obviously a lot more difficult. Like, in terms of difficulty, it really jumped, especially with stuff like molecular biology. Honestly, I was literally blown away with the amount of content and the difficulty of some of the concepts. So workload was amplified, and so was difficulty. Right, next thing I want to talk about is joining a society. So for those of you that don't know, I joined 2 societies last semester. One was the Peace of Mind Society, which is basically focused on mental health awareness, which is obviously very fitting after the last conversation I just had. But yeah, that's great. I've been to, I think, 1 social with them. It's very chilled, it's very relaxed. You don't have to come to everything. It's just a nice way to like free your mind and relax and be calm and stuff like that. So it's very, very good for people with anxiety, depression. Like, I don't know, it's just a nice like way to just raise awareness. I don't know, it was really nice. Me and Hat basically went to the Halloween social that they had, and we'd like carved pumpkins and made cute things and just relaxed. I do want to do some more stuff with them this semester and whenever I'm free, but yeah, that's what I did with that. But then the main society that took up a lot of my time in semester A was musical theatre. And for those of you, again, that have been watching me for ages, you'll know how much musical theatre and dance means to me. Like, I've been doing it my whole life, and then I had to stop because A-levels literally took over my life, and I didn't want to I just wanted to do well in my A-levels so I could come to uni, so I had to like drop all my musical theatre and dance stuff, which I've been doing since I was like 3. So I really wanted to get back into musical theatre this year because I was too scared to in first year. I felt like I had a lot to take on, and my mental health was really bad at the beginning of first year because of what I went through in sixth form, so I just really didn't want to join a society then. So I joined at the beginning of semester A of this year, and I don't know, I absolutely adored it. Like, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. We did a winter showcase, which is amazing. They're currently doing a musical, which I'm going to support in Easter time, I think. I'm really excited to watch that. It's Legally Blonde, if anyone else wonders or wants to go watch. I'm really excited. But it took up a lot of my time. I knew it would, because that's part of musical theatre. Like, you have to go and rehearse, you have to put in the time and effort, otherwise it's going to be shit. Like, I really enjoyed going. However, some of the rehearsals would run until like 11 PM sometimes because of feedback and stuff, and I obviously, just after I got followed home, this is when rehearsals started getting like later, and I'd have to walk home at like 11 PM, and my house isn't in the nicest area. It's like really dim lit, it's just a bit scary. So yeah, I just didn't like walking home alone very late at night, and I had to go to the rehearsals because I wanted to be committed. But it, like, honestly, like, I was literally so shook, like I was struck by all of the stuff that had happened with following home and things like that, that I was ended up being scared to like leave again, and I didn't feel like it was fair. I thoroughly, like, I just really enjoyed the winter showcase. It was like one of my favourite moments of semester A. I don't know, I just couldn't really commit to the musical because I need to focus on getting good grades in these modules, because I really want to get a first in third year. Like, I know it's not like the most achievable thing ever because it's so hard to get a first. Yeah, 2-1 I'd be happy with, but I just really want to get a first, and I think that dedicating 3, I think we were having like 3 rehearsals, sometimes 4 a week, where it would take up like 4 hours of my evening, and obviously I need to do work. Like, I could do some work at some rehearsals when I wasn't needed, but it was constantly like in and out, so it wasn't very focused revision or studying. And although I love it, like, I just started to get like weird flashbacks to how I felt when I was doing like dance and drama and like bitchiness. Not that there was bitchiness at the society here at Lincoln, but it was sort of like giving me some, like, it was quite cliquey again. Not that's a bad thing, because everyone there was so lovely to me, but it was just quite cliquey, and it was like scaring me that I was gonna get bullied again, essentially. Like, yeah, I don't know, I also felt really insecure because of some feedback I got, so I just felt really like quite shit some days when I was there. So that's no fault of anyone really, because I don't want to be like a bitch. Like, I literally got on with everyone there, like I didn't have a problem with anyone, but I don't know, I just got a couple of comments that made me feel really like self-conscious, and I just didn't feel comfortable like singing in front of anyone or doing anything, I don't know. So yeah, I'm really happy and I really support everyone there. I really want to go watch them, but I just didn't think it would be right for me, and especially because of my mental health. I think it was because I'd been taking on a lot of stuff. I got to that state, like, if I wasn't doing so much, like, because I was obviously like, I was balancing my blog and YouTube, I was doing uni work, I was like doing extra reading and studying here, I had to revise for my exams, I was doing musical theatre, I was meeting up and socialising with my friends in my house and outside of my house. Yeah, it was just a bit intense, so I think that was the best thing for me. That's sort of how I coped last semester and like what happened and stuff. I really hope that's given you a bit of an insight into how I was feeling and like things to do with my first semester. Let me know how you've been getting on at uni, or what you've been doing at sixth form, or anything that you're doing right now. Let me know if you've got any more questions for me about my first semester that I haven't covered in this video. I really hope it has been enjoyable or informative, I don't know. I've tried to be, well, I have been as honest as I can. Make sure to smash thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe down below if you're new. Make sure you're subscribed to my vlog channel to like hear about my exam results and all my other uni life bits and pieces, because I daily vlog my uni life over there. Make sure you're subscribed and turn the bell notification on to be notified every time I upload, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Don't forget to check out Kyle's videos too if you're interested in seeing another university vlogger's life. It's very different to mine, and it's also really interesting, so I definitely recommend going and giving his channel a watch after you finish this video. I've left the link down below for you guys, so you can go straight over there now. Hee hee.